I know who the Roaring Knight is in Deltarune, but I just need you to hear me out, because I'm not a theorist, and I kind of have no proof for this. This is based on vibes, but this is based on a year's worth of vibes that I've accumulated, and I want to say this is not an original thought. I'm sure this is not original thought. I was talking with friends last summer, and one of them planted this idea in my head, and now I've been going fucking crazy for an entire year, because no one... I talk to people about this theory, and no one believes me. No one believes me. So I just need you to hear me out. I need you to come into this video with an open mind, because I need this. I need this. Deltarune comes out soon. I need this. Alright, and I've got a list of reasons here for this theory, but I gotta introduce you to the freaking theory. My theory, okay, drumroll, is that the knight is an amalgam. It's an amalgam from fucking Undertale, and I don't know how, I don't know why, but I can tell you who I think it is, or which people I think it is, why, and based on like 2 pieces of evidence tops. See, I'm not a theorist. These have been in my brain for a year, and I need to get it out before Deltarune Chapter 5, because like, what if I'm right? What if I'm right and it gets revealed and I'll look like a fucking LARPer? I will look like I'm LARPing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, take a deep breath. I'm going to ease you into it, okay? So based on what we know now, it's kind of clear that the game is alluding to Death's holiday being the night, right? Based off of everything. And I don't know if this is me trying to be too smart or anything, but I think it's halfway a red herring. So, like, I mean, we gotta look at what kind of character Des is. Des is the sister of Noelle Holiday, which Des hasn't made an appearance, obviously, because she's missing, correct? And what 2 other characters, who are also siblings of people we see in-game, who have not shown up in the game yet? You get what you get what I'm trying to say here? Papyrus Knight theory is 1/3 correct, because I think that the knight is made up of Papyrus, Azrael, and Des. Now, please don't click off the video, because I'm really passionate about this, and I really need this. I need this. Okay, look, and the rest of the video is me going to be pulling out straws here, but I'm trying to plant this in your head, I'm planting the seed in your head, so that when Toby Fox says that this is true in Deltarune Chapter 5, you'll come back to this video and you'll send me $1 million because I was right, okay? So I'm going to say, the main trio, so like, Rousey, Chris, and Susie in the game, okay? It's red, it's green, or like a pink, it's green, and it's blue, right? Okay, well, in Undertale, Papyrus's main color is red, and Azrael's main color is green. He has the green sweater, and then freaking Des, if she takes after her mother, is blue, right? And I would like to think that Papyrus and Susie are kind of similar, and then Rousey and Azrael. What about that cryptic-ass tweet that Toby Fox made? He's always getting mixed up with the flowers. That's Azrael. Do you know what I mean? And then Des and Chris, I mean, like, come on. You know, I don't know how to put into words, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Not to mention the cryptic voice that we've been talking to all throughout Deltarune, and the guy who freaking hijacks the X the Everything app. I think that's Gaster, right? I mean, we can kind of make an educated guess that might be Gaster, right? And Gaster has a tie to amalgamations in Undertale, just blatantly based on what we know. And in Chapter 3, the beginning of Chapter 3, we see the like amalgamation when Rousey's talking about the light world versus the dark world, right? We see the amalgamation, and it has Friend's face on it. What does that mean? I don't know, but he's there. And the knight itself is, I mean, copies are monochrome and shit, you know what I mean? The knight is black and white, can change forms. All of its attack patterns are similar to what we see to all 3, I mean not Des, but presumably all 3 of these characters in Undertale and Deltarune. For example, Des, I can presume the snowflake patterns are hers, and the sword tunnel is very, very similar to what we see in the Sans attack, and Sans and Papyrus are brothers. I'm pulling out straws there. and just the body shape of the knight, that's very evil. That's very underfell Papyrus. But no, I'm serious. It's like the body of the knight, the attacks, not to mention the like where the screen drops and it's the full screen of the knight. And that's fucking Asriel's attack. That's Asriel's thing. And there's the snowflake patterns. Like I said, I can't make it any clearer. Not that this theory is clear in the first place, but you know, I'm going crazy, and I need this. I'm going crazy. And I know what you must be thinking. Why would Sans not be freaking out if he knew that his brother was fused with a deer and a goat that had to open dark fountains, and he was like this monster? I don't know. I have no idea, and I could not tell you, but I can kind of tell you that we do know that he's in cahoots with Gaster in some way. They are related in some way. I don't think that's just a fandom headcanon. I think that's true, and I think it's real. Now, to preface, I think that if he does know that Papyrus is the knight, the reason, I mean, we knew in Undertale that the reason, he just seemed so uncaring. Or maybe he didn't seem uncaring, but he finally snapped. He finally said, oh, I have to do something about this human committing genocide in the underground. After you killed his brother, you know? So maybe his uncaring, maybe his laziness, maybe his inability to do anything stretches further back than Undertale. Because, along with a lot of other people, I think that he came from Deltarune and went to Undertale in somehow, some fashion. Maybe we'll have to wait till freaking Chapter 7 to understand that. I don't know. That's not what this theory is about, though, is it? This is about Papyrus Knight and Death Knight and Asriel Knight. But Sans is a fucking weird character in this, because in Chapter 1, he specifically asks you if you can babysit his brother, and he keeps putting it off. But in Chapter 2, and I've always held on to this, in Chapter 2, this guy specifically says, I'm sure you'll meet him someday, maybe around when your brother comes home. And I have held on to that. I've held on to that quote forever. Because what do you mean? He knows. If it's real, he knows. And it's not like Papyrus and Asriel went to college together. You know what I mean? He would have said something. Papyrus is home in some fashion. Papyrus is home. And I think he's being really coy. He's being really silly. Ha 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 ha. That's so funny. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. I know this was a really underbaked theory video. I can't. My thoughts need to go somewhere. Maybe someone smarter than me will see this video and collect everything and put it into a well thought out video with nice music and nice graphics and nice editing. I can't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not smart enough. But I'm bringing you these things in hopes that someone can take them and do something. And maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I'm a stupid freaking idiot, but I for realsies, this is for realsies what I believe. I believe it's a red herring, that it's just Des. Because where's Asriel? They say he's at college. I don't think he's at college. Where's Papyrus? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. I'm going fucking crazy. June 24th can't come sooner. It actually can't come sooner. And when I get proven right, you'll see. I swear.